BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top traders. If you sign up with the link in the description, you get a free $100 when you deposit $100. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi.
Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to make a video today on XRP just to bathe in the glory of the previous call on XRP about 3 or 4 days ago, where we said that we're likely to see a move up to around 51, which is basically 51 to 52, this area based around this horizontal trend line of significance. It goes back to previous tops and some supports as well. It's quite a long, this trend line here has got a long history to it. So yeah, we're moving up towards it now. We're just around 50 cents, which is fine. We were like the lower 40s, around mid to lower 40s. When we called for this sort of move, and that move wasn't exactly perfect because we were looking for a golden cross retest after we'd received it. The rest of the market pulled back. It pulled back for XRP more than I would have liked to have seen, but I took a position in it. I closed it though because I'm away on holiday or vacation, whatever you want to call it, which would have made it very difficult for me to monitor and maintain this trade. So yeah, I wanted to take the profit. However, Captain Hindsight would say, you should have kept it, man. You should have kept it. But yeah, it is what it is. Either way, I've got plenty of XRP, as you all know. It's always been a good chart to trade, and I've ended up with tons of it through derivative trading on coin futures. So what's the deal now then? So if we stand back and admire the consolidation on this first run up, we came down to a 200 simple moving average and bounced up from there. That's a standard golden cross retest on simple moving averages. Bitcoin did the same. There's been quite a few other charts that have bounced around there, opposed to bouncing from the exponential. So we do get bounces on exponentials, but we are also definitely got bounces on simple moving averages. And again, Bitcoin did exactly the same thing. So XRP and Bitcoin both have strong charts. So there's the bounce on Bitcoins, and now we're consolidating and looking like we're breaking out. So I'd say the Bitcoin looks quite good, but not as good as XRP. So what's the next signal that we'll be waiting for here? Well, we're 3 out of 4 portions of a itchy cloud pump signal on a daily. What we need to see next is the portion of the cloud over here, the leading portion, turn green. If we turn green and the price is above the cloud, we've already got a positive cross of the conversion baseline, and the cheeky span is outside of the cloud. That's a pump signal. And then that could take us outside of this resistance and up to the massive big box of resistance. So all of this area, I know it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous area. Starts at 60, ends just above 90. This is all the next target for XRP. And for most people, when I make these XRP videos, you've got people who obviously recognize that XRP does do these sort of moves, and other people that just really despise XRP, but they watch the videos anyway. So look, I wanted to show you something on the longer term time frames here. So this is XRP USD, right? This is not the oldest chart, but it's the oldest chart I've got access to, I think. It goes back to 2014. So we had this first big move up. It was a very big move. This is on a log scale, by the way, on a weekly, just to give you a bit of idea of what it really looks like. I'll take it off log scale in a minute. So the first cycle began with a big pump and a consolidation that took a very long time. Then it ended with another big pump with a consolidation that ended after a very long time. Then we had another big pump, which actually should have made a new all-time high. We should have reached into the $4 to $5 on this one, but we didn't because of the SEC and blah blah blah. But the thing to take home here isn't that we didn't make a new all-time high, it's that the cycle repeated, right? So yeah, there was negative influence over this chart because of the SEC taking XRP off certain major exchanges and casting a huge shadow over where it's going to go from there. But the cycle remained. Big pump, massive consolidation. Big pump, massive consolidation. Big pump, massive consolidation. And now we're out of that consolidation as far as I can see, which is why I started making those videos on XRP when we broke out of it before. I said, look, history repeats. So now we're off the log scale. Just imagine that this made a new all-time high if that makes you feel better. But if you don't want to imagine that, just recognize that we did the big pump consolidation, big pump consolidation, and now we're seeing something happening. So if we just zoom out a little bit on this daily chart, we've got the consolidation finished now on the descending triangle. So the peak of the bull run for XRP, roughly over here, consolidated, broke out, had our first initial pump, and then basically consolidated into 200 simple and exponential moving average. This is just the first baby step of what's likely to come over the next 12 months. Similar to how it did in the previous bull market. So we had this this is just the Binance chart, so we've only got the latter, the latest portion of the bear market of XRP, not the bear market overall, because the bull market, as we all knew, began around here, but this is still consolidating from its major big pump. So we finally broke out, and this is where I was putting it on our channel. I say our channel because we're a community here, guys, aren't we? So we broke out here, and this is more or less where we are right now. Okay, as far as time and cycle and price action is concerned, this is it. So we broke out, first big run up, pulled back into 200 simple and exponential, getting ready for the next major move up. And look, it's basically a rinse and repeat chart. Now, I'm not saying that this is a millionaire starter kit. This is just XRP. The thing about XRP is that it does like to respond to signals and setups, and it does have a long period of price action that can be looked at historically for what you could consider to be its own cycle. And if that is the case, which I believe it to be the case, then what we're seeing here is the first step of the bull market for XRP, which means it's likely to blow its top off within the next 12 months generally, and then probably from there consolidate again, unless of course it decides it wants to do something new, for better or for worse. Like I say, just because something happened before doesn't mean it happens again, but it's part of the way that we break down charts. Because it happened before means it is likely to happen again, but it doesn't mean it has to. This is no crystal ball here. There's no guarantees here. I'm not presenting winning lottery numbers or anything. So yeah, there we go. We've got a good setup for a good chance of a move up into the 60 towards 90 next. I'm not going to say it's going to do it now. The last setup we had was based on a 4-hourly, so the chances of that fulfilling sooner rather than later was more likely, and so it looks like we're more or less fulfilled that criteria, moving up into the 51 to 52, which is a rejection point. But a break from there, the lowest target you'd expect would be about 60 cents, and the highest target I would imagine would be about 91 cents. Either way, pretty sweet stuff. And again, I'm not buying any more of XRP. I've got plenty of it, but this is a trader's paradise really for this chart. And we get that pump signal, especially we get the pump signal above the 52-cent zone. That might be enough to take us up to the 90. Recognize we're waiting for the confirmation of this itchy cloud pump signal, but as far as trend is concerned, very good stuff. Money flow index is high, it's not massively high. RSI is high, not massively high. We're breaking out above the 0 point on the MACD, so relatively good. So momentum still looks good, and we might have the pump signal to kick us up a notch. But like I say, top target about 91 cents. Right, I'll leave it with you there. There's not much more to say. I'm still away at the moment, so I don't think I'm going to be back in time to do a live stream tonight, but I will be able to do it tomorrow, definitely. So I'll let you all know on the Patreon tonight if I can do it tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you all on the live stream tomorrow. Either way, things do look generally quite good. We're having that subtle pullback on the market, like I said we would yesterday. We might even pull back a little further, which is all perfectly fine. But still, everything looks pretty sweet for continuation, especially for XRP. But eyes on the prize. Wait for the green portion. Wait for all 4 components of that itchy cloud pump signal to be generated. And when it is, buy at a support and then pump up into the 60 to 90 cent zone. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Join the Telegram and yeah, take it easy.